What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Before Your Eyes, episode 3 with me, GamerKnoob. Let's see what's going on next.
Hey, Ben. Don't even pick up this call, okay? I mean it. I'm just calling to inform you that I went to the doctor today, and, well, I'm gonna be a little sick for a while, but really, I don't want you worrying about it. Oh, Benny, I told you not to pick up. There's nothing you can do for me right now. All you can do is just keep painting, keep striving. You make that work of true genius. I can just tell you're almost there. So, I'm going to hang up the phone now, and you're just gonna get back to work, okay?
No, not okay. Not okay.
Bye, Benny.
No. Well, Mom, what's wrong? This is unacceptable. This is unacceptable. I don't like this.
But that's enough from me. Now, you'll hear from the person who I believe is the single thing in the world my wife is most proud of. Her magnum opus, so to speak. I think you all know who I'm talking about. Benny? You ready to come up here?
No? I guess I'm not going. I guess I gotta click. I'm not coming up there. Alright. This is unacceptable. I knew that something was gonna happen, man.
Go on, B. Say something. What's wrong? Why aren't you talking?
Is anything gonna happen if I just stand here? Who's the person standing? Also, not a lot of people at this funeral.
Hey, you. As you know, I talk to big, very important people every day. And there's one thing that everybody is asking me. What's going on with Benjamin Brin? And what am I supposed to say? That I haven't heard from my star pupil in 6 months? This is getting ridiculous.
Yeah, well, you're ridiculous. I'm upset. Some BS, man. All I can do now is paint my mom over and over again.
You are a snake. You're a fraud. But worst of all, Benjamin, you're a little tease. I have told the world that Benjamin Brain is a genius. I have told the world that Benjamin Brain is silent because Benjamin Brain is hard at work creating his greatest work yet. But you are doing nothing. The world has forgotten you, Benjamin. They have moved on. And I have moved on too. You have broken my heart.
Yeah, well, my heart's broken too, obviously. So, screw you.
Hey, B. Just calling to tell you. I think I'm selling the house. She's everywhere here, son. I can't move without bumping into her. And then I just find myself breaking down again. I hope you understand.
Man, that sucks too. That's Mom's house.
Take whatever you want. With your mother gone, I'm hoping to finally live without all the clutter. I'm just so glad you got to speak to her one last time. I mean, I know she told you not to pick up the phone, but, well, I'm just so happy that you did.
Oh, are we going to
She
become
just
a
wanted you to
musical artist again?
focus on your work. That was the only thing that mattered to her.
Of course I'm keeping everything.
What's that? What's so fascinating, son?
We're gonna finish her music? We totally should. We took like literally everything. Ooh, there we go. That's pretty. This became very sad very quick.
Look. It's unbelievable, Benny. It's like she's standing in the room with us. Like I can see her in the paint. I can feel her.
Man, I'm not looking forward to this day, I'll tell you that much. Passing Day. Inspired by the musical composition of his late mother, the composer Ellie Stevens, relatively unknown in her life, Brian lifted his mother's work out of the obscurity with the creation of this piece.
Your neighbor.
She is now considered to be one of the greatest composers of her time.
My God, I can't believe this. It's been years. I just walked through the entire show. It's unbelievable.
Oh, there's my other stuff.
I'd love to walk through it again with you. I mean, if you were down for that. I just can't believe that my entire childhood, I was living next to a bona fide genius. I should have guessed it. I mean, with all those little drawings you did.
Right? I'm a genius.
And your mom. I always heard her playing piano from next door, but I didn't know she wrote the actual music. She was a genius.
Yes, she was, and everybody needs to know.
Like mother, like son, I guess. Hey, so, not to be forward, but what are you doing after this? Maybe we could get a drink or something?
Absolutely. Let's get a drink. I need one.
I'd really love to catch up. I can't believe everything that's happened to you. I want to hear all about it.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. No, no, no.
Now would you look at that? I cannot believe my luck.
How dare you?
You finally hit the jackpot, Flapjack. All the nobody nothings dying every day. You finally sink your hook into a... Whoa! Well, there you are. Well, hello, sir. If I had realized, I would have cleaned up. I'm just used to fishing up a different class of soul. I mean, sure, I've had scientists, a couple college athletes here or there, but whew, internationally renowned painter? The gatekeeper's gonna eat you up. Hey, speaking of that, why don't we give your story a test run? Maybe you help me out with the word choice, since, you know, I'm still working on that. See if I'm getting all the strokes right, the proper composition, if you catch my drift. Forget about it. All right, here we go. Gatekeeper, before you stands the soul of a great man. Now, would you describe yourself as a happy kid or a lonely one?
You know, I mean, I was pushed, but I feel like I was happy. I had a friend.
His childhood was a happy one, growing up in a loving home raised by loving parents in a quaint village by the sea.
Agreed.
And, what'd you say your mom was? A composer or an accountant?
A composer, absolutely.
His mother was a composer who, with the need to support her family, took a job as an accountant. How would you describe her as a teacher? More encouraging or demanding?
She was encouraging in her own way. It came off as demanding, but she was attempting to be encouraging.
Or more like a taskmaster.
My mom shall be honored.
Therefore, as his piano teacher, she was ever encouraging, teaching him to recognize the greatness within. How about that neighbor girl? Huh? What was she to you? Was she your best friend or first love?
I'm going love.
But on the eve of his big audition, he completely dropped the ball, staying up all night with his first love and blowing it the next day. Now, from that moment forward, his mother gave up on him.
That's not true.
She knew he didn't have what it took to be a truly great musician. But little did she know, she just picked the wrong medium, right?
I mean, I could have done both of them, honestly.
See, when he was 12 years old, he got sick, and he had to stay inside for an entire year. In that year, he rediscovered a talent he'd forgotten: painting. Sure, he loved finger painting as a child. Color and shape were the first languages he learned to speak. But for the first time, he saw it in a more serious light. He was accepted into an exclusive art school where he caught the eye of an esteemed professor who launched his work into the national spotlight. Now be quiet, all of you. With expectations on his career mounting, he stalled himself into bankruptcy, which turned out to be a blessing, for it wasn't until he returned home to the house he grew up in that he began work on what would ultimately be considered his masterpiece. I said shut up, you scumballs! You mucky fowls! All right! I get it! I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying.
I don't hear what they're saying. What they're saying.
I'd assumed as much anyway. I should probably tell you, those things, they're not regular gulls. They're lyre birds. They're what becomes of souls who try to lie to the gatekeeper. And once they try that, they're never allowed near her city again. I get to feeling bad for not defending them right, so they just stay on with me. Living reminders of my oratory shortcomings. Oh, yeah, good thinking. I'll be back to get you once I'm done with this one. Hopefully you won't be seeing him again.
Can I finish my story now?
You're a flea-bitten sap. You know that?
Ooh,
Just look at
a
him.
lock. Nice.
Poor fool doesn't know what he's in for.
Oh. We're gonna go back to our story, aren't we? As we get raised up. That's what it's looking like to me. I don't even know how I've died yet.
Now don't think that I haven't dealt with people like you. You're ashamed of something. Something so terrible, you're trying to blink right past it. Because if the gatekeeper knew, she'd have to dream up fresh new hells to punish someone as worthless as you. And I'm sure you're right. I'm sure you're the rottenest soul that I ever fished out of that black muck. And I should have thrown you back and sanitized my paw as soon as I laid eyes on you.
What?
But it's too late for that. We're in this together. And the gatekeeper, she'll see right through your fake lies as if they were glass.
Right.
So I'm gonna ask you again to start from the very beginning. And this time, I want the truth.
The beginning again? What?
This
sure
ain't a
about that?
schoolyard staring contest, buddy. You best close those beady little eyes of yours before we run out of time.
I've been here before. Alright, I'll go back. But I'm confused. What did I do wrong?
The day really slipped away, didn't it? Oh well, days have a tendency
Not this.
to do that, I guess.
No, I want to see my mom.
Where's the first page of my piece?
Right there, Mom.
I can't find it anywhere. Did I put it in here? No.
It's right there, Mom.
Now play the C major chord I taught you. Remember?
Sure.
Come on, keep blinking. I haven't found it yet.
There you go. Doesn't that make you feel happy? Like you just want to jump up and down? Now what about C minor? You remember how to play that one?
No! He
You know, my
made me
father
play.
once told me, when I was about your age, the only way to fight against time is to create a work of genius, which might live on after you're gone. So I asked him, what about your children? Thinking, you know, I might be a work of genius just as I was.
I get all this. We need to move.
No, I get to see my mom for how long I want to.
This. Stay here.
Hmm?
What did your mother hear on that phone call?
The sands of time are running out. Oh, we're gonna find out.
I'm getting it. Hello? Yes, of course. This is Elle, his daughter.
He died.
No.
I was wondering why we never
See.
met him.
She knew she hadn't yet lived up to her father's expectations. And now, she never could.
And that's when
Let's
she
keep going.
became harsher.
You really need to stay in time with the metronome, okay?
You were a prodigal talent. I get it.
Subdivided
Let's move.
1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E. You're
That's,
off. You're off, Ben. You can't hear that?
yeah, that's why she became so bitter.
Eternally indebted.
What did you just say?
This isn't a trip down memory lane. I need you to stay focused.
God, honey. I'm worried too.
I know, sweetie.
Ernie! Kid! Come to Papa! I know you're mad about last night, but this is ridiculous.
What happened last night? Oh, God.
What?
Well, if you survive that, I don't know how worried you have to be.
Okay, well, let's take this seriously, okay? He has one eye. That means predators can come up on one side of him he doesn't even know. Okay? Let's take this seriously. Ernie! Come on, dude!
Yes, I understand about the cat. Let's keep going.
No.
Still not understanding how you let this happen.
I don't know. Think about it.
I've already heard this one though. This is another one of those nights we didn't get to finish, that's right. Looks like blood. And there's that creepy noise that we heard. Did something eat our cat? Did a cat eat the kit? Oh my god. What happened to the kittens? This is creepy. This is not good. Oh my god. No!
The death of those cats must have taught you a terrifying lesson. That simply being alive wasn't enough. So then you went to work to make yourself sensational.
Listen to him, Richard. I'm enlisting him in that competition.
I thought you said competitions took the joy out of playing music.
Not if you win.
That's right, not if you win.
I like hanging out with you a lot.
Stop her.
Weird because after what happened with my mom, I never like hanging out with anyone.
I know you want to stay here, man, but we don't have the time.
So this has been a big surprise for me this year, in a lot of ways.
Me too, Ellie. We've been here before. And your name's not Ellie. Your name's
That
Chloe.
you let me talk.
I'm not worried about who you are, Benny. I'm worried about who you're going to become.
I get all this. We need to move.
I don't want to see the part where I disappointed my mom.
Hey, Elle, would you mind taking a quick walk with me down to my office?
Come on, keep blinking. I haven't found it yet.
Let you two go.
I want to see
yes,
if
of
anything happens when
course.
they leave.
I'll be right back, Benny, okay?
Just maybe 5 minutes, kiddo. Okay?
We'll go. Get. Scat. That was not over there at the beginning of the last time, by the way. I kicked it over there, so that's awkward. Oh, another thing that we're gonna hear.
Make sure you stay engaged.
Can you please try to speak a little softer? I really don't want to hear us talking like this.
Oh. We're talking about my illness. Do I have the autism?
What's the point?
What do you mean? What do you mean? What's the point? What does that mean?
What's the point of any of it? If he's never gonna get any better.
Okay. Let's not say that. Okay? We know we don't mean it.
I know I don't. I know.
I mean, what if he heard one of us saying something like that?
I'd never forgive myself.
It's okay. He's asleep. It's okay.
Was I asleep,
I
though?
see. You got sick. You howled at the moon at the top of your lungs.
What did I get sick with? Awoo. Awoo. Everything fades away. So what was my sickness? I'm trying to see behind me.
You were sick for a long time, weren't you? Sicker than healthy kids are supposed to get? Well, no matter how painful it gets, I need you to remember. We're almost at the end of this. I promise.
Well, we were talking about like keeping my focus and stuff, and that's why I thought autism, but then like
know what
or
to do.
ADHD or something like that, but then no.
Go ahead and blink.
Then yeah, it didn't seem like that anymore.
This isn't video game time. I want you to figure out something actually productive to do while you're home from school.
No video game? Video game.
Try writing with it.
Hmm?
Well, hello, Benny.
I can't talk?
It was your grandfather's, but I used it in college to write lyrics. Exactly. It was very artsy. Actually, I was just good at fooling your dad. Made him think I was some kind of genius. This isn't video game time.
Weird
I want you
crash.
to figure out something actually productive to
Don't
do
worry,
while
we'll be
you're
back
home
to where
from
we were in a
school.
second.
Try writing with it. Well, hello, Benny. It was your grandfather's, but I used it in college to write lyrics.
Yeah, no idea why it crashed last time.
Exactly. It was very artsy. Actually, I was just good at fooling your dad. Made him think I was some kind of genius. Why don't you write the story of your life so far? And then what you're going to do once you get better. That's the story I want to hear.
Uh-huh.
Story of who you're going to become, okay?
Did I just write and pretend I became a famous artist? Oh my goodness, I totally did. I died as a kid. That's what I did. His childhood was a lonely one. Growing up, a strange and quiet child in an isolated seaside town. His mother was an accountant who in her younger years had dreamed of being a great composer. I totally died as a kid.
Man, this is wild. You really got into this, didn't you? Oh, here I am. But on the eve of his big audition, he completely dropped the ball, staying up all night with his best friend and blowing it the next day. Best friend? Okay, Benny. And you know, we really could have just slept on the beach another night, but I'm also glad we didn't because, well, another night wouldn't be the same night, if that makes sense. Okay, back to the story. He'd loved finger painting as a child. Color and shape were the first languages he learned to speak. Man, you take your doodle seriously. I did not realize, but I respect it. I respect it. I do.
That's sad.
You are going to be in there for about 30 minutes, so try to get comfortable.
Oh, these things are so boring, dude. I sat in one of these. You just lay there.
You're doing great,
I just
buddy.
fell asleep in
A
mine.
little longer, okay?
I asked if I could take a nap, and they were like, sure, and I was like, okay. I'll take a nap. It's loud, too. But I can sleep through anything. I mean, I worked in a nightclub for a really long time, and I've slept in the DJ booth while the nightclub was open, so...
Knock, knock.
Knock, knock.
You're going to be so annoyed with me, but I couldn't help but overhear Chloe reading loud from what I think was your story the other night. I know. I promised myself I wouldn't eavesdrop, but I would really love to read it if you'd let me. What do you say? You know I'm such a big fan of anything you do.
Yeah, go ahead. Wow, I wrote a lot.
I can't.
Just go in there and tell him you loved it.
I'm sorry, I just can't. Not right now.
Okay, don't worry. Just go to bed. I'll talk to you.
You didn't love it?
Hey, B. Just want you to know that Mom loved your story. She's just, you know, I think it was just very emotional for her to read. But I thought it was great. I mean, look at this. His childhood was a lonely one, growing up a strange and quiet child in an isolated seaside town. I mean, certainly bummed you feel that way. But what I want to know is, where'd you learn to write so well? All those cool words. Reads like Dickens. Really just very cool stuff, kiddo. You should be very proud.
But
okay?
I don't think like that.
Okay. Love you, buddy.
But I don't actually think like I don't think that I grew up in a lonely. Oh. Why did I write that? Benjamin Bryan was a loser. Oh, because I just feel negative about myself. He was the worst Bryan to ever live. He didn't even try to fight the disease inside him. He just laid down and died. And then everything goes away. Wow.
Benny! Benny! Ben! Oh God, can you hear me? Richard! Richard, get up!
I'm up. What's going on?
I think he's unconscious. Call the paramedics now!
Okay, I'm doing it.
I'm just gonna wait with you here, okay? I'm gonna hold your hand. You feel that? That's me. That's your mom. That's Mama. Sweetie, I'm here with you.
I don't know how much longer this is going to be, so I'm going to keep going, and if it becomes too long, I'll cut this into 2 separate parts. This is so loud, by the way.